What if I told you that the biggest Sullivan's Crossing Season 5 update isn't actually about filming? It's about a decision behind the scenes that could completely change the future of the entire series. Because while everyone is celebrating that cameras are finally getting ready to roll again, there's one massive change that many fans completely missed. And honestly, it could end up having a bigger impact than any storyline we'll see on screen. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Breakdown Epic. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. If you've been waiting for Season 5 news, there's finally something exciting to talk about. Sullivan's Crossing Season 5 is officially heading into production, with filming set to begin in Halifax, Nova Scotia during July 2026. That means the next chapter of Maggie and Cal's story is finally moving forward after that emotional Season 4 finale. But here's why I don't think filming is the biggest headline. The real story is happening behind the camera. The series is going through one of its biggest creative changes since it first premiered. Series creator Roma Roth is stepping away from her day-to-day role as showrunner while remaining an executive producer, and Floyd Kane will now lead Season 5 as the new showrunner. That's a huge creative shift heading into production. Now, before anyone starts panicking, let me explain why this could actually be great news. A new showrunner doesn't mean the heart of the show disappears. In many cases, it brings fresh ideas while still respecting everything fans already love.
Personally, I think Season 4 proved that the series was ready for a fresh creative perspective. There were emotional moments that absolutely worked, but there were also storylines that divided the fanbase. So maybe, just maybe, this is exactly the reset the show needed. What if Season 5 becomes the strongest season simply because it finally finds the perfect balance between romance, family drama, and character growth? That's definitely possible. And let's not forget where we left everyone. Maggie finally chose her future with Cal instead of looking back at her past. After everything they survived together, Cal's proposal completely changed the direction of their relationship. Instead of asking whether they'll end up together, Season 5 now has to answer a much harder question. Can they actually build a life together once real responsibilities start replacing romantic moments? That's a very different story, and honestly, I think it's much more interesting. Engagements are exciting. Marriage is where the real challenges begin. Wait. Let me go back to something that deserves a lot more attention. The ending of Season 4 didn't just leave Maggie and Cal engaged, it also gave them a completely new responsibility with Tracy. That single decision could shape almost every episode going forward. Relationships always look different when another person depends on you. Suddenly, it's not just about love anymore. It's about sacrifice, patience, compromise, and building a future together. Personally, I think Tracy could become one of the emotional centers of Season 5.
Instead of creating drama through misunderstandings, the writers now have an opportunity to explore what family really means. And honestly, that's exactly the type of storytelling Sullivan's Crossing has always done best. Another reason I'm excited is because filming returning to Nova Scotia means the series keeps one of its biggest strengths. Let's be honest, Sullivan's Crossing wouldn't feel the same anywhere else. Those forests, lakes, cabins, and peaceful landscapes aren't just beautiful backgrounds, they're part of the story itself. Sometimes the setting says more than the dialogue ever could. That's one reason the show feels so comforting compared to many other dramas. Even when characters are emotionally falling apart, the world around them still feels peaceful. That contrast gives the series its identity. Now, here's something else that's worth paying attention to. The core cast is expected to return, including Morgan Cohan as Maggie and Chad Michael Murray as Cal, while production moves ahead. That's reassuring because after all the changes over the past couple of seasons, fans wanted stability. At the same time, there are still questions surrounding how the story will evolve after earlier cast departures, and whether familiar faces could be referenced or even return in the future. Nothing has been confirmed, so that's firmly in theory territory, but it's definitely something fans continue to discuss. I'm going to lock in a prediction here. I don't think Season 5 will try to become bigger by adding endless twists.
I think it'll become better by slowing down and giving its characters room to breathe again. That's always been Sullivan's Crossing's biggest strength. People don't watch it for shocking betrayals every 5 minutes. They watch because the characters feel real. They watch because hope always finds a way back into the story. And with a new creative leader guiding the season, this feels like the perfect opportunity to refocus on exactly that. Of course, there are still some unanswered questions. The CW's pickup process is still being finalized, even though CTV has already renewed the series. But production moving ahead is a very encouraging sign for fans waiting for the next chapter. So here's the biggest takeaway. Season 5 isn't just another season entering production. It feels like the beginning of a brand new chapter for the entire series. New leadership, new responsibilities for Maggie and Cal, new opportunities for deeper storytelling. And if the writers can build on the emotional foundation that already exists, this could end up being the season that reminds everyone why they fell in love with Sullivan's Crossing in the first place. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the new showrunner will make Season 5 even better? Or are you worried such a big behind-the-scenes change could affect the show's identity? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I genuinely love to hear your predictions. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Breakdown Epic, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Sullivan's Crossing update. I will catch you in the next one.